Finally, friends, the cosmic event humanity has awaited for centuries is upon us, as September 20 brings forth the most powerful transformation code recorded in mystical archives, a date that carries the vibrational frequency of complete planetary awakening and will serve as the portal through which every soul on Earth must pass to reach its highest evolutionary potential. The ancient numerological patterns embedded within this sacred date reveal 20 as the number of divine completion and spiritual mastery, while September holds the energy of 9, representing the final stage of cosmic cycles before rebirth begins anew. Already, you may be feeling the electromagnetic shifts rippling through your energy field, manifesting as sudden insights, prophetic dreams, or an inexplicable knowing that everything familiar is about to transform beyond recognition. This is not mere coincidence, but your soul's recognition of the approaching dimensional gateway that will elevate human consciousness to frequencies never before accessible on this earthly plane. The astrological configuration surrounding September 20 creates what ancient seers called the Great Convergence, a celestial alignment that occurs once every 2,600 years when Venus squares Uranus while forming a quincunx with Pluto, simultaneously activating dormant DNA strands within every living being on Earth. Your nervous system is already beginning to recalibrate itself to receive these higher dimensional frequencies, which explains the unusual sensations many are experiencing, such as tingling in the crown chakra, sudden temperature fluctuations, or the feeling that time itself is moving differently than before. Scientists studying electromagnetic field variations have detected unprecedented anomalies in the planetary grid system, with energy readings spiking to levels that defy conventional understanding. Yet those attuned to esoteric wisdom recognize these as the signatures of incoming cosmic codes designed to unlock humanity's latent psychic abilities and multidimensional awareness. The numerological significance of this transformational date extends far beyond surface interpretation. For when we examine the deeper layers of meaning encoded within September 20, 2025, we discover a mathematical formula that mirrors the sacred geometry of universal creation itself. 20 reduces to 2, the number of divine balance and cosmic partnership, while the year 2025 carries the master vibration of 7, representing spiritual perfection and the opening of celestial gateways. The month of September, ruled by the number 9, symbolizes the completion of one evolutionary cycle and the birth of another, creating a perfect storm of numerical energies that will fundamentally alter the vibrational matrix of reality. Those sensitive to energy patterns are already reporting extraordinary experiences, including spontaneous healing, prophetic visions, and the ability to perceive auras and energy fields with unprecedented clarity, all signs that the transformation process has begun at the quantum level. Your physical body is undergoing remarkable changes in preparation for this cosmic shift, as cellular structures realign themselves to accommodate higher frequency light codes streaming from galactic central sun through carefully orchestrated planetary alignments that have been building in intensity for months. The crystalline structures within your bones are becoming more receptive to cosmic transmissions, while your neural pathways are forming new connections that will allow direct communication with higher dimensional beings and access to Akashic records containing the complete history of your soul's journey through multiple lifetimes. DNA researchers working in classified government programs have documented inexplicable changes in human genetic material, with previously inactive chromosome segments suddenly coming online and expressing capabilities that challenge everything science thought it knew about human potential. These changes are not random mutations, but deliberate upgrades orchestrated by benevolent cosmic intelligence working in partnership with humanity's collective higher self. Prepare yourself for the most remarkable 24 hours in human history, as September 20 will bring an avalanche of consciousness-expanding phenomena that will permanently alter how every awakened soul perceives reality, relationships, and their own divine purpose within the cosmic tapestry of existence. The electromagnetic field surrounding Earth will reach such intensity that sensitive individuals may experience spontaneous out-of-body experiences, direct telepathic communication with loved ones at great distances, or sudden knowing about future events that have not yet manifested in linear time. Sleep patterns will become irregular as your consciousness learns to navigate multiple dimensional states simultaneously, with dream experiences becoming so vivid and meaningful that the boundary between sleeping and waking awareness begins to dissolve entirely. Those who have been working on spiritual development will find their abilities magnified exponentially, while even skeptics may experience undeniable phenomena that forces them to reconsider everything they believed about the nature of reality and human potential. The financial implications of this cosmic transformation cannot be underestimated. For as consciousness expands on a planetary scale, the old systems of scarcity and competition will begin to crumble, replaced by abundance paradigms based on cooperation, creativity, and the recognition that universal wealth flows to those aligned with higher purpose rather than selfish accumulation. September 20 marks the beginning of what metaphysical economists call the Great Redistribution, a period during which monetary energy will be drawn magnetically toward individuals and organizations operating from service to others orientation, while flowing away from those still trapped in ego-driven materialism. Your relationship with money is about to transform completely as you begin to understand wealth as crystallized life force energy that responds to gratitude, generosity, and alignment with cosmic law, rather than manipulation, hoarding, or fear-based thinking patterns inherited from previous generations. Sacred geometry patterns appearing in crop formations worldwide have been preparing humanity for this moment by encoding specific frequencies into the planetary grid system, creating a network of energy vortexes that will amplify the transformational effects of September 20 throughout every continent and culture on Earth. Ancient mystery schools preserved knowledge of this cosmic event through carefully guarded prophecies and numerical codes hidden within religious texts, architectural monuments, and artistic masterpieces spanning millennia, all pointing to this precise moment when humanity would be offered the opportunity to graduate from three-dimensional existence into fifth-dimensional consciousness. The pyramids of Giza, Stonehenge, Machu Picchu, and dozens of other sacred sites are functioning as gigantic resonance chambers, amplifying cosmic frequencies and distributing them through underground ley line networks that connect every power spot on the planet into one unified transformation matrix. Right now, as you read these words, your pineal gland is beginning to decalcify and expand, preparing to function as the biological antenna that will allow direct reception of cosmic transmissions containing new operating instructions for humanity's next evolutionary phase, while your heart chakra opens to frequencies that will enable unconditional love and compassion toward all beings regardless of their current level of consciousness development. The sensation of energy moving up your spine is not imagination, but Kundalini activation triggered by incoming cosmic rays specifically calibrated to awaken dormant spiritual centers within the human energy system. Medical professionals working in emergency rooms have reported unprecedented numbers of patients arriving with symptoms that have no conventional explanation, yet perfectly match descriptions of spiritual awakening crisis found in esoteric literature, indicating that the transformation process is affecting millions of people simultaneously, whether they understand what is happening or not. Ancient Tibetan texts describe this period as the time of great choosing, when each soul must decide whether to embrace the evolutionary leap into higher consciousness or remain anchored in the limiting beliefs and fear patterns that have dominated human experience for thousands of years. And those who choose expansion will find themselves gifted with abilities that previous generations considered miraculous or supernatural. Your intuitive faculties are sharpening to laser-like precision as psychic centers throughout your energy system come online, allowing perception of probability timelines, communication with deceased loved ones, and the ability to influence physical reality through focused intention backed by emotional coherence and spiritual alignment. The barrier between dimensions is thinning rapidly, creating opportunities for conscious interaction with beings from parallel realities, angelic hierarchies, and extraterrestrial civilizations that have been monitoring humanity's development while waiting for the appropriate moment to make open contact. September 20 will initiate a cascade of synchronistic events designed to guide awakening souls toward their highest potential and life purpose, as the universe begins orchestrating meetings, opportunities, and circumstances with mathematical precision to support each individual's unique contribution to planetary transformation and the establishment of heaven on Earth. Your sensitivity to energy fields will increase dramatically, allowing you to sense the emotional states of others from across great distances, perceive the health and vitality of plants and animals, and detect the presence of non-physical beings who work behind the scenes to support human spiritual development. Dreams will become prophetic and lucid with increasing frequency as your consciousness learns to navigate the multidimensional landscape that exists beyond the limited perception of ordinary waking awareness, bringing back memories of advanced civilizations you participated in during previous incarnations on Earth and other planetary systems. The educational implications of this transformation extend far beyond individual awakening. For as collective consciousness expands, humanity will gain access to advanced technologies based on principles of sacred geometry, free energy extraction from the quantum field, and healing modalities that work with light frequencies rather than pharmaceutical chemicals, ushering in a golden age of discovery that will make current scientific achievements seem primitive by comparison. Children born during and after this cosmic event will display remarkable abilities from early ages, including telepathic communication, energy healing capabilities, and intuitive understanding of universal laws that will allow them to serve as bridges between old paradigm thinking and the new Earth civilization being birthed through current planetary transformation processes. Universities and research institutions will be forced to completely restructure their curricula as students demonstrate knowledge and abilities that transcend traditional academic boundaries and prove the existence of consciousness as the fundamental creative force underlying all physical manifestation. Your emotional body is undergoing intensive purification as September 20 approaches, with old traumas, limiting beliefs, and negative energy patterns surfacing for final release and transmutation into wisdom and compassion, a process that may feel overwhelming but represents the necessary clearing required to accommodate higher frequency light codes being broadcast from galactic central sun. Relationships that no longer serve your highest good will naturally dissolve or transform as both parties are drawn toward connections based on authentic soul recognition rather than ego needs, codependency patterns, or societal expectations inherited from previous generations. The ability to perceive and interact with the electromagnetic fields surrounding all living beings will become commonplace as human perception expands beyond the narrow bandwidth of ordinary sensory experience into ranges that reveal the true energetic nature of reality and the interconnectedness of all existence. Prepare for the most extraordinary night in human history, as September 20 brings the culmination of cosmic forces that have been building toward this transformational crescendo for decades. With energy levels reaching intensity intensity that the fabric of space-time itself becomes malleable to consciousness, allowing manifestation of desires and intentions with unprecedented speed and precision for those aligned with universal will and divine purpose. Ancient prophecies from indigenous cultures worldwide describe this period as the return of the rainbow warriors, spiritually awakened beings who incarnated specifically to anchor higher dimensional energies during the transition between ages, and to serve as living examples of humanity's divine potential. Your role in this cosmic drama is not accidental, but represents the fulfillment of contracts made at the soul level before birth. Agreements to participate in the most significant evolutionary leap in planetary history, while maintaining physical embodiment to assist others who are struggling with the intensity of transformation energies. The technological breakthroughs emerging from this consciousness expansion will revolutionize every aspect of human civilization, from transportation systems based on anti-gravity principles to communication networks that operate through quantum entanglement rather than electromagnetic signals, while healing centers utilize crystalline sound chambers and light-frequency therapies that address illness at its energetic root rather than merely treating symptoms. Governmental structures based on control and manipulation will naturally dissolve as citizens awaken to their inherent sovereignty and begin organizing society around principles of cooperation, transparency, and service to the greater good, rather than competition for scarce resources and power over others. Economic systems will transform from scarcity-based models that concentrate wealth among the few to abundance paradigms that recognize infinite creative potential when human consciousness aligns with natural law and universal principles of circulation and flow. Your perception of time will fundamentally alter as linear chronology gives way to spiral time consciousness that allows simultaneous access to past, present, and future experiences, while recognizing that all possibilities exist eternally within the quantum field of infinite potential, waiting to be actualized through conscious choice and focused intention. The artificial barriers between nations, races, and belief systems will become increasingly transparent as awakening humanity recognizes the fundamental unity underlying apparent diversity and begins organizing global civilization around principles of planetary stewardship rather than territorial competition and resource exploitation. September 20 marks the beginning of what galactic historians will record as the Great Awakening, the moment when Homo sapiens evolved into Homo luminous, beings of light capable of conscious co-creation with cosmic intelligence and direct participation in the ongoing evolution of universal consciousness itself through multiple dimensions of existence. Finally, as we stand on the threshold of this unprecedented transformation, remember that you are not merely witnessing history, but actively creating it through your thoughts, emotions, and intentions during these crucial hours when the destiny of human civilization hangs in the balance between evolution and stagnation, between awakening and sleep, between fear and love. And your choice to embrace this cosmic opportunity with courage and open-heartedness will determine not only your personal future, but the trajectory of countless generations yet to be born into the new Earth paradigm being birthed through current planetary transformation processes that extend far beyond this single moment, yet focus all their power through the cosmic gateway opening on September 20, 2025. The universe is holding its breath in anticipation as humanity approaches its graduation ceremony into galactic citizenship. And those who have prepared themselves through spiritual practice, emotional healing, and service to others will find themselves welcomed as conscious participants in cosmic civilization, while serving as wayshowers for those still awakening to their own divine nature and unlimited creative potential within the infinite tapestry of existence that connects every soul across all dimensions of reality throughout the eternal dance of cosmic evolution.